Welcome back to Get Set Builds. Today, we're going to take a look at placing an engine on your car. Currently, we have two types of engines to choose from, the larger engine or the smaller engine. Both function identically. By default, both engines have a mass of 100 kilograms. Their mass is positioned at a low vertical offset of 0.5. We can see that the engine's low center of mass gives it a tendency to right itself before the car's self-righting feature is even kicked in. We can emulate this quality by placing a custom weight component to any brick with a low center of mass. As you can see, this is not the default behavior of typical bricks. There is also an audio setting to change the sound of your engine. When placing an engine on your car, make sure the arrows on the engine are facing forward. On the small engine, you'll want to make sure that the arrows are on the top of the brick and facing forward. This is especially important to remember if you place your engine underneath your vehicle. You still want to have the arrows on the top side of the engine. There are three default connection nodes to wire your engine. The first is the player input. This is connected to the seat so that the seat can control the engine. This connection not only controls speed and braking, but it also allows the player to control the steering through the engine. Because of this, the steering options can be found in the motor, which you do not need to wire separately unless you choose to using a seat control splitter. You will find the control node for driving and steering in the back of the engine. This node should be connected to your wheel joints. Personally, I like to connect this first node to an invisible router. This way, the wire will be invisible coming from your engine. Using wire routers, you can split a single wire to connect to multiple joints. I recommend doing this on the bottom of the car so that it's easy to access later. Another useful trick is to add an interactable component to label your router. This way, if you have multiple wires on the bottom of your car, you and your friends can easily check what they are for. The third default connection is optional and allows us to turn our motor on and off. We can do this with an activator, such as a switch. You may notice that there is an additional node in the center of our motor. This allows us to wire into the various settings within the motor. These are the same settings found within the motor using our applicator tool. As you can see, the enabled setting is currently unavailable to us because we have it connected to a switch. Using the center node, or alt-clicking with the connection tool on our motor, we can control these settings using an external input coming from a wire. We will look at these settings in greater detail in future episodes. By this point, the basic functionality of our car should be in place, but we will continue to refine our car in the upcoming episodes. Have fun out there, and I'll see you next time on Get Set Builds.